Russian ambitions. Russian President Vladimir Putin has vowed to strengthen the country's military-naval power by unveiling 2 new nuclear-powered submarines this week. The assignment of the submarines to Russia's Pacific Fleet underscores Moscow's desire to expand its naval power far beyond Ukraine. Russian sailors stand on deck of the newly built Krasnoyarsk nuclear submarine at Sevmash shipyard in Severodvinsk, Archangelsk region, December 11, 2023. Amid freezing temperatures in northern city of Severodvinsk, Putin on Monday extolled the virtues of Russian Navy's 2 new nuclear-powered submarines. With such ships and weapons, Russia will feel safe, Putin told officials and naval officers at the opening ceremony. The new submarines, Krasnoyarsk and Emperor Alexander III, represent the pinnacle of Russian maritime power, each serving a specific purpose. Its main purpose is to hit targets on land or hunt other submarines at sea, says Basil Germond, an expert in maritime military security at the University of Lancaster in the United Kingdom. Russian President Vladimir Putin gives his speech while attending the flag-raising ceremony for newly built nuclear submarines at the Sevmash shipyard in Severodvinsk on December 11, 2023. Kirill Iodas, AP. This submarine serves the fundamental purpose of the Russian Navy nuclear deterrence, says Sim Tack, a military analyst at conflict monitoring firm Force Analysis. Both submarines replace older Soviet-era models that have been in circulation since the 1980s. The Borei-A, for example, is much more maneuverable and stealthy than its predecessor, says Will Kingston-Cox, a Russia expert with the international security studies team Verona. Beyond Ukraine, Russia has frequently used submarines in the Black Sea to support its war efforts in Ukraine with shore ardments. But Krasnoyarsk and Emperor Alexander III will not be used in the protracted conflict with the former Soviet Republic. Instead, they will be deployed to the Pacific. In fact, Putin's inauguration speech seemed particularly unconnected with the war in Ukraine. Putin said, "We will quantitatively strengthen combat readiness of Russian Navy. Our naval power in Arctic, Far East, Black Sea, Baltic Sea and Caspian Sea, most important strategic regions of world's oceans." War in Ukraine worsens stagnant Russian regions amid defense sector boom. The allocation of expensive naval resources to regions outside Ukraine and Eastern Europe is likely aimed at threatening NATO and its allies in many regions. Institute for the Study of War, a North American military think tank, wrote in its daily briefing on war, Russia's Pacific Fleet, based in Vladivostok and many surrounding bases, has many advantages. It is only Russian fleet that does not have to pass through a bottleneck to reach high seas. There is no Øresund Strait, Bosphorus in northwestern Turkey, or Dardanelles, all of which are under high-level surveillance. Deploying submarines in Pacific, W.H.